Good morning, everyone. Scott, or afternoon rather, my apologies. Scott Earhart here with Insurance Agency Marketing Services. Given a quick phone call here, wanted to thank you all for taking the time to join us on the webinar today. My apologies, I'm still in phone call mode, a little late in the day for us for a webinar. A couple of housekeeping items before I do get started with the presentation. You can see our phone number there on your screen. It is 800-255-5055. If you have any questions on the product information you will see today, or if there's anything we can be doing to help you grow your business in the life or annuity markets, please do not hesitate to give us a call. We absolutely want to partner with you in that endeavor. There is a questions box on your screen. If you have any questions during the presentation today, please type them in. I will do the best I can to answer those while we are live and in session. However, if I do not get those answered, or if I do not answer them in enough detail, I will be calling each of you individually over the next day or so to follow up on the presentation. Please feel free to ask me the questions at that point. We will get them answered for you. And last housekeeping item, I will launch a polling question at the end of the presentation today. If you would please take the time to click yes or no in that polling question. We do appreciate everyone's participation in that. One thing that I do want to point out is our Beaches and Bunkers blowout. We do partner with Athene for this, and this is an IAMS exclusive incentive trip. $1 million in Athene premium submitted to us by July 31 will get you to Trump National Doral for some fantastic golf, some great experiences as far as nightlife and dining will be available to you. We will take a closer look once we get into the meat and potatoes of today's presentation at the brand new Performance Elite Series. With that being said, there is still time to get over that $1 million threshold and let us know what we can do to help you with that, because we definitely want to have Miami as filled as possible. Dovetailing on Miami is the Top Producers Escape. We will be going to the Fairmon EMPRESS in British Columbia, Canada. One thing I do want to point out is any qualification towards Beaches and Bunkers that you have also counts towards the trip to the Fairmont. $2 million in trip credits will get you and a guest to Canada with us, and you do have to the end of June next year to qualify for the Top Producers Escape. This year we were in Cabo, and it was our largest Top Producers Escape ever. I can only imagine that we will grow even more for the Fairmont. It's going to be a fantastic trip with a lot of great tie-ins on it. So if you have any questions about our incentive trips or what we can do to help you get over the top for either or, please don't hesitate to give a call. We want you there with us. If this is your first introduction to us here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services, do want to make sure you are aware of the new producer bonus. New producer bonus, you can cash in at any one of these 3 levels, and it is based on production within your first 180 days of being licensed with Insurance Agency Marketing Services. That being said, as you can see on your screen here, there are all sorts of cash rewards, business building tools, or personal perks that are available to you. If you'd like to know more in detail, or if you'd like to chat about what we can do to help you get qualified or get stepped up to the next level, please don't hesitate to give a call. Life and annuity training, or our life and annuity academies. We do have an academy coming up in August. So with that being said, if you are interested in joining us for one of our life and annuity academies, when I call to follow up, please let me know and I'll get you out some further details on it. In our 2-day training academies, we do bring over many of our staff to go through things such as Mark Raymakers, our life director, will be there for life sales training, in-depth look at wealth transfer using single premium life, going deep into multi-generational gifting and overfunding of IULs for the tax-free retirement. Mark does a great job with that. I will be there to go through different trends in the annuity market and in-depth training into income riders and placement of them. We'll bring in Matt Neal or myself to go through our software and all of our support that we offer online for our licensed producers. Of course, we'll bring in a few different carrier speakers to talk about their product lines and how they fit. And we'll also bring in some of our sales coaching staff. And I shouldn't call them staff, just sales coaches that we make available to our licensed producers. And they'll look at profiling of clients, overcoming objections, different sales ideas and strategies, and our company approved seminar selling systems. Again, 2.5 days, really, really good investment of your time. We do have our next one coming up in August. So if that's of interest to you, when I call to follow up, just let me know. I'll get you on the interested parties list and we'll get you out some further details. One of the things you may have seen in our new producer bonus slide was the access to the virtual sales assistant, and everyone has access to the VSA. It's just a matter of how it's paid for. The VSA is a complete and customizable website that is built for your business. It's hosted and updated for you, so you don't have to spend a bunch of your time making sure your website is functional. Also, it's filled with content that you choose geared towards your clients, and Matt Neal in our office can have you up and running in as little as 1 business day. What sets the VSA apart to me from other website services is its ability to email or direct mail market directly from the site. You've worked really, really hard to develop the relationships that you have with your clients and prospects, and you've earned every right to keep relevant information in front of them. This will give you the ability to do that with newsletters that are pre-filled with the content you choose and your business contact information, updated all the time, so you'll never send the same newsletter twice, and they are ready to be printed and mailed or sent via email. The VSA doesn't stop there. It's also got ready to present PowerPoints that are client compliant, dozens of links to financial calculators, lead generation tools, coaching documents, tons of great stuff. If you're interested in the VSA or what IAMS can do to help you have a stronger online presence, please give Matt Neal a call. He is an absolute guru on this and can certainly help you with your online presence. Paperless contracting, we won't spend very much time on this slide. That subheadline there sums it all up. Save time, be more efficient. We all know the pain that it is to fill out a paper licensing agreement with a specific carrier. This gives you the ability to get rid of that. It can all be done online. Chris Mount or Sandy Vacanti in our office are very, very familiar with the system and are very, very quick and accurate with paperless contracting. If you have questions on how it works or if you're having trouble getting set up with it, please don't hesitate to give either of those ladies a call. They will certainly be a great resource for you with paperless contracting. Our new website, I want to make sure everybody goes to the new website. If you're familiar with what the old site looked like, we have overhauled it, revamped it. We're really, really proud of what foot we're putting forward now. IAMSInc.com. Everything that you were accustomed to having on the old IAMS Inc. is still available to you, only streamlined, easier to use, and more powerful. So you still have all of your quote engines, term and annuity. You also have your links to carriers, forms online, all of our grids for product and pricing are available there. So if you haven't checked out the new IAMSInc.com, please do. And we would appreciate any feedback you have on the website, as we want to keep it as cutting edge as possible. Okay, product launch day. Today is a big, big day. We are lucky enough to have had a company such as Athene launch a new product, and we're going to talk about some pretty big bonuses, some pretty nice liquidity, and some really good state availability in the webinar today. This won't take very long. I'm going to go through the highlights of it, and we'll go through commissions, rates, things of that nature. We are going to have another webinar on Friday at 2 p.m., and we will are lucky enough to have Mac Campbell from Athene co-host it with us, and he'll be able to get really into the depths of the product more so than what I can do today. But we wanted to make sure we had this product in front of you all. You knew it was available, and you know the positioning of it for clients. With that being said, let's take a look at what we've got in the portfolio. We've got the basic Performance Elite, the Performance Elite 10, 10 Select, 10 Pro, and Elite 15. These are going to be your standard products. We also have the Plus series, and the Plus series is the 10 Plus, 10 Select Plus, 10 Pro Plus, and Performance Elite 15 Plus. I forgot to put the plus on there. I'm sorry. The difference, we'll get into the difference here. One difference I do want to point out before we go anywhere is the Select and Pro. They are the same thing as the Performance Elite 10, only with some alterations on bonus structure, vesting schedule, and full out surrender schedule to make it compliant in some of those hard to fit into states. So one thing I do want to say about this product is we are available with it, and I want to say 42 states. So there are a few variations out there. When I call to follow up, if it's of interest to you, just ask me about your specific state, and I can get you information on all the variations. Okay, let's look at the base product, the Performance Elite product. We've got the Performance Elite 10, which is a 4% premium bonus. We've got the Select, which is a 1% premium bonus. The Pro is a 2, and then the Performance Elite 15 is a 7% premium bonus. There's a 5% free withdrawal on the product, years 2 and beyond, and that's really it. We'll get into rates towards the end of it, but you're going to get a good bonus. You're going to get some nice allocation options once we get to those, and 5% free withdrawal a year. No fees, no income riders, nothing of that nature. We're just talking accumulation with Athene on this product. So that's pretty straightforward. It's not very difficult here. Let's move over to the Elite Plus. This is where we really get into the sizzle. This is what's really going to get people excited, including your clients. On the 10 Plus, we're going to be looking at a 9% premium bonus. The Select Plus, we're 5%. The Pro Plus, we're 7%. And the 15 Plus, we are at a 12% premium bonus. Okay? These are all immediately credited to the accumulated value. So that it's not I know some companies out there have the staggered bonuses with this much up front, this much on an anniversary. These bonuses are all day one bonuses. Now, in order to have the plus contract, your client is going to have a 95 basis point fee for what's known as the liquidity rider. And we'll get into the how this works here in a second. But one thing I do want to point out about the liquidity rider is the fee is only charged during the surrender years. So if you have a client that's looking for long-term accumulation and wants to hold the product there, they can absolutely do it. The fee will drop off once the product gets out of surrender. With the liquidity rider, what your clients are getting besides the heightened bonuses are a 10% free withdrawal available day one, and that 10% free withdrawal will stack. So in a given year, if you don't take your 10% free withdrawal, the next year you can have access to 20% free withdrawal. Now 20% is the maximum it will stack to, but every other year your client can access 20% of the accumulated value. Also, we are going to have a return of premium that is available to the client after the fourth contract year. Now, with this return of premium, it is a return of premium or surrender value. Whichever is higher for the client, they will get back. So that is what the liquidity rider will offer to your clients. With that being said, let's look at some rates. The rates are going to be the same on both the normal Elite Series and the Elite Plus. We've got a 1 year no cap point to point that participates at 100% based on a spread on the 10-year is 5%. Spread on the 15-year is 4%. We also have a 2-year no cap point to point that is 3.5% spread on the 10-year products, 2.1% annual spread on the 15-year product. Now, one thing I want to point out about the uncapped strategies are they do participate at 100%. And those of you that are familiar with Athene and the Ascent series or the Target Horizon series know that they use the S&P 500 daily risk control for their uncapped. That is the same here. Only difference between this and what you see, especially on the Target Horizon, is the Target Horizon uses a 5% volatility control on the 1-year point-to-point. On the 1-year point-to-point here and the 2-year point-to-point, they're using an 8% volatility control, and we should see a much, much better, and I don't want to say better, that's kind of stretching it. We should see a greater return. The returns on the Target Horizon series have been great. We will see a hopefully even better return here with the increased volatility. So definitely something to think about there from an accumulation standpoint. We do have a 1-year point-to-point tied to the S&P 500. Again, 100% par rate here, 3.5% cap on the 10-year, 4.5% cap on the 15-year. 1-year monthly point-to-point, again, 100% par rate tied to the S&P 500, 1.6% monthly cap on the 10-year, 2% flat monthly cap on the 15-year. And then the fixed rate right now is 1.7% on the 10-year, 2.2% on the 15-year. I do want to point out something about the 15-year here that is we've had success with using this strategy, using the Target Horizon 15 and its 10% bonus, using the 12% bonus and going into the fixed rate for first year would total out to a nice yield of probably right around 14.5%. We do have the fee, but total bonus or total yield earnings into the contract in the first year with the 2.2 compounded on top of the 12% bonus would probably end up being about 14.5%. Be a very, very nice first year gain for your clients. Commissions. Let's talk about paying you all. Pretty excited here. We've got some nice commission options. Let's start on the 10-year contract. We're talking 7% upfront, ages 0 to 75. So very competitive commission there. 76 to 78, we're looking at 5%. 76 to 80, my apologies, we're looking at 5% there as well. So very strong commission here. I do like some of the trail options that they're offering. 4.85% first year with option 2, so still a strong first year commission, and then a 42 basis point monthly trail thereafter. Option 3, 2.7 on the younger ages, and then 83 BIP trail. One thing I do want to say, I need to correct myself. I entered it into the slide wrong. Performance Elite 10 will only issue up to age 78, so that 80 is incorrect. We are talking age 78 here, and my apologies about that. Again, the trail options with the monthly trail is going to be very, very nice. This is an accumulation strategy, so those monthly trails are based off of the accumulated value, and they will pay you as long as the contract is in force. That being said, we do have the Performance Elite, which we're looking at 7.5% up to age 73 if we're talking lump sum, and then option 2 and option 3 are going to be 5.2% first year, and then the 42 trail, and option 3 is 2.8% first year, and the 83 basis point trail. So very, very strong commissioned options. Athene is coming stronger and stronger when it comes to trail options as well, so we're very excited about that. With that being said, I'm going to jump forward here, and we're going to look at, and that's it. That's the end of our webinar. I knew it was going to be short. My apologies, guys. It's been a little convoluted here, but I got it put together late last week and got it ready to go today. As of yet, I don't have any questions that have come in, so I am going to launch our polling question. And I'm going to ask you if the product's of interest to you, and if so, if you'd like to see contracting information or an agent kit. from Athene. If you would take these last few minutes just to click yes or no, I will certainly get you out information for those of you that do click yes. And for those of you that click no, we do still appreciate your participation here. We are excited about this new product. We are going to see, again, quite a bit of accumulation money placed there, we believe. That 12% bonus, even with the fee, is going to be incredibly strong. Using the 8% volatility is going to be very, very strong for many, many clients. Also, Athene now having the A- rating is going to make this a product that really, really could take off. You've got a strong company, strong accumulation story, and with that enhanced withdrawal or enhanced liquidity rider, really do believe that it will offset some individuals' fears about not having an income rider available. I'm going to check here, see if we have any questions. Oh, someone came in and asked what the commissions for the Plus version are. Commissions are the exact same across the board for both the base product and the Plus version. I apologize if I didn't differentiate there. Someone wants more detail on the trail commissions. You take a lowered initial commission, and then you get paid monthly on the accumulated value at 42 basis points or 83 basis points, depending on which commission option you have chosen. It is approved. I had a gentleman ask me about the state availability. I do have a full chart available for you, and specifically they were asking about Virginia. It is available in Virginia. These are single premium products, just so everyone knows. We are not flexible at all, and we do have a minimum premium of $25,000. Individual asking if we can email out the slides. I cannot email out the slides. However, I am recording today's session, so if you would like me to, I can certainly email you a link to view the full recording. Had someone ask about the rollout or the enhanced liquidity. The way it works is there's 10% available in the first year, and if the client does not exercise that 10%, there's 20% available in the second year. That's where it caps out. If they take the 20% in the second year, in the third year, they could have 10%. In the fourth year, they could have 20%. And then, again, that's where it caps out. No more liquidity on this product than 20% at a time. There are variations of the product available in both Pennsylvania and New Jersey for that question. So hopefully that looks like, trying to get through all the questions. Looks like we are all the way through the questions, guys. I appreciate it. I know today was quick. Again, I would encourage you to join us on Friday when we have Mac here. We'll know quite a bit more about the product. We'll have worked with it a little more. And Mac, obviously, coming from Athene, knows the product in and out. And hopefully by the time I call to follow up with you, I will know more about the product as well and be more comfortable with it. So I'll be able to answer any further questions in greater detail. I appreciate everyone's time today, and I want to thank all of you, and I'll be speaking with you very, very soon. Have a great day, everyone.